Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. It is Marvelous Monday. I want to take a minute real quick, first of all, to say thank you to Noah James Anderson. Thank you for the outstanding message on yesterday that you gave not only to our young people, but to the adults as well. Thank you so very much for lending yourself to the service of the Lord. And we thank God for the powerful way He has blessed you and equipped you to be a messenger for the kingdom. I know you're not a licensed and ordained preacher, but God says anybody and everybody can share the good news of the gospel. And thank you so very much, son, for doing that. Today, I want to invite you to look with me at the book of Exodus, the 15th chapter, verses 22 through 27 from the New Living Translation. We find out that Moses has led the children of Israel. He's led them far away from the Red Sea. Now they come to the desert of Shur. It is there that they're in the desert that they have gone without water for 3 days. Then they finally find this water, and God takes them to a place. And as they drink the water, they begin to see that this is the oasis of Marah. It means bitter. They drink the water and it's bitter. And then the people started complaining to Moses. They said, "You've brought us this far, and now you got us drinking bitter water. What are we supposed to drink?" So Moses goes before the Lord, and the Lord tells him, "This is what I want you to do. Throw a piece of the wood into the water, and it will make the water good to drink." He does this. Then all of a sudden, the flavor of the water changes. And God begins to remind him, "If you listen to me, I will change the taste that is in your mouth." You know, too oftentimes you and I, we have a bad taste in our mouth because we've drank something, we've eaten something that didn't seem to be appealing to us. It might be because we're drinking or eating something that is not in our best interest. Well, you know, in this text, we begin to see that the children of Israel drank this water and they thought it was bitter. Well, it was bitter at first to remind them of the experience that they had been through. They had been through the bitter experience of finding themselves in Egyptian captivity and bondage. They found themselves in a bitter place that they were slaves and they were not free. They found themselves in a bitter place because they felt like God had forgotten about them. They were bitter towards God, and God reminded them, your experience and your attitude, you will find out it will show up in more ways than one. Now they're at a point where they have been going and following Moses. First of all, they had an obstacle of the Red Sea. Then now they're in a position and a place whereby they need water, and they've gone without water for a few days. And they're starting to complain to Moses. They get to this place, and as they get to this oasis called Marah, it means sorrow or bitter. They now drink the water and it's bitter. Well, you know, sometimes you and I, we go through bitter experiences. We have to drink of that bitterness that really sometimes we're due. Well, remember, the children of Israel kept complaining. They were always complaining. They were always disobedient. They had a bitter outlook on life. But I want to remind you that whatever is bitter, God can change and make it better. All we have to do is just change the I. Whenever you and I take the I out of things, it is always so much better. Well, they had a bitter experience because they were focused on the I. They were focused on themselves. But whenever you and I shift our focus and focus on God, bitter will become better. Well, God does something for them. He lets them know that I'm going to make it a taste that you're going to really love and enjoy, and you're going to thank me for where I brought you. It was here that they realized they heard the voice of the Lord telling them, follow my voice, do what I say, and you'll be in a better place than you've ever been before. I think the message is for all of us as well. God wants us to be in a better place by stop being bitter and listen to hear what he has to say. May God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. And I'll talk with you again on tomorrow.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.